Hey everybody, it's Miss Dyson here. We are going to learn about comparing two-digit numbers today using the symbols less than, greater than, or equal to. So let's take a look at the symbols to start with. So this symbol means greater than, and this symbol means less than. So the easiest way to remember the difference between the two is to try and read the symbols from left to right, just like you would read in a book. So if I look at this symbol and I read it from this side to this side, see how big this is? It's great. It's tall, big, huge. It's greater than this side. So if you would put a number right here, this number would be greater than this number. Same thing when you're looking at the less than symbol. It's small right here. It's small, tiny, less than whatever number is over here. So this number would be less than this number. So if you look at these examples down here, 2 is less than 6. So the bigger number would be on the right. If you look at this one, 4 is greater than 1. 4 is the bigger number. It's going to be on the left, and the smaller number would be on the right. So let's look at some process steps to use to help us compare the two-digit numbers. So our step number 1 is to look at the biggest place value. Sometimes you're going to compare numbers that are only one digit, like 5 and 3. Sometimes when you get to like the end of first grade and the beginning of second grade, you're going to start comparing numbers that are 3 digits. So you always want to look at the biggest digit first. So I'm going to look at this digit and this digit. There's the place value, the tens, is bigger than the ones. So I'm going to look at the tens place first. Step 2 is to circle it, and I did that. So now I'm going to think. Before I write anything down, I'm going to think in my head, which digit has the greater value? So does the 3 in the tens place have a bigger value than this 6 in the tens place? So I'm going to think about it, and I know the value of this 3 is 30, and the value of this 6 is 60. So I know that 60 is greater than 30, so this is going to be the bigger number. So now I have to choose the symbol to compare. So I have 3 choices: less than, greater than, or equal. So I already know that this number is bigger, so I want this to show that it's less. So when I say the sentence, I need to say that 32 is less than 65. So that means I need to put the less than symbol in the middle. 32 is less than 36. So I know this is kind of a lot of steps, so I'm going to show you those steps a couple more times before I have you practice on your own. So now we have 43 and 23. So first step, always look at the bigger place values. So we've got 4 and 2. You can underline them. I like to circle them because it just sticks out more to my brain. So I've got a 4 in the tens place over here and a 2 in the tens place over here. I know that 4 is bigger than 2, so I'm going to circle this. This is the greater number. So I have to put the symbol in the middle that's going to say that 43 is greater than 23. So I just listened to myself say it, and I said 43 is greater than 23. So I chose the greater than symbol to put in the middle. Okay, let's try another one. So now I have 12 and 76. So again, I'm going to look at the biggest place value, which for this problem is the tens place. And that's our objective today, is two-digit numbers. So we're going to circle the tens place. Okay, and our next step is to figure out which one is bigger, a 1 or a 7. And I know that 7 is bigger than 1, so I'm going to circle this. And I know that 12 is less than 76. So I listen to myself say those words, less than. So I'm going to put a less than in the box or in the circle. 12 is less than 76. Okay, let's do another one. So this one, what do I do when the biggest place value is the same? So if you look at this problem, this number has a 6 in the tens place, and so does this one. So when that happens, you move to the next digit. So I'm going to look at the ones place for these numbers, 5 and 2. So now I have to ask myself, which one's bigger, a 5 in the ones place or a 2 in the ones place? And I know that 5 is bigger than 2, so 65 is going to be greater than, here I heard myself say those words, 62. And here's the other kind of problem you might see today. What do you do when they're the same? So I just took a glance and I saw that these both have 5s in the tens place and they both had a 7 in the ones place. 57 is the same or is equal to 57. They're the same number. So that's when you put an equal sign in the middle. Okay? So let's review these practice steps before we go on to practicing. So our process steps. Number 1, look at the biggest place value. Today our goal is 2-digit numbers. So make sure you're looking at the tens place today. Circle it just so it sticks out in your brain. Think which digit has the greater value. Circle it if you need to, and then use the symbols to compare it. Okay, and then always check your work. Read it out loud to yourself and make sure that it makes sense and that you use the right symbol to compare. Okay, so just like we've been doing, I'm going to show you a problem. I want you to pause the video and I want you to try it on your own and then I'll show you the answer. So pause the video here and practice. Okay, so now let's go over it. So you should have circled this, and then you should know that 4 is bigger than 3, so 47 is going to be greater than 34. So I hope you put a greater than symbol right here. Okay, here's your next one. Get your scrap paper out and practice this question. Okay, I hope you practiced. Here's what you should have done. So 8 and 6. 8 is bigger than 6, so 89 is greater than 61. Here's another one for you. Okay, I hope you paused and practiced. This one, they're the same. 56 is equal to 56. All right, here's our last one. Take it this one slow, because I tried to trick you with the last one. Pause here and practice. All right, I hope you practiced. So this one, I tried to trick you, and I made the tens place the same. So you would have had to look at the ones place. Okay, and 6 ones is bigger than 2 ones. So 76 is going to be greater than 72. All right, I hope this helps you guys with your little quiz that I made you. If you need more practice with this, go back and watch this again. Okay, remember to pause and practice. Don't just watch me solve. Practice makes you better. Okay, have a good day, everybody.